Hey everybody, and welcome to a rivalry edition of Hometown Highlights. Start with the big one in Traverse City. Last night, the TC West girls rallied from a 6-point third quarter deficit to beat rival Traverse City Central 43-38. Tonight, it was the boys' turn with Central visiting West. And I'll tell you what, that drum line was rocking it at halftime for West. Their dance team pretty good too. Let's go back to the second quarter though. 12-6 to start the quarter, West on top, but that's Ryan Verschuren tying it up for Central at 12. Now, they did some T-bowing or T-bowing. I haven't heard much about it. I know, I'm being sarcastic. And West did that to get their guys going again, the student section, and they did. Nate Castor there made it 18-14 with 2 minutes to go in the second quarter. That was the halftime score in the third. Verschuren again, steal and score, ties it up at 18. West going inside to their big man, Trevor Commissaris, puts them back up 4-22-18. Then Verschuren was all over tonight for Central. Here he finds a wide open Joe Probst for the three. That cut the West lead to 125-24. But West starting to pull away early in the fourth quarter. Graham Placek, nice drive and finish. They're up 5. Then it's Placek again. This time he's going to go get the bucket and the foul. 36-29. Titans go on for a 41-31 win, and they'll get the bunnies and everybody else dancing there at TC West.
Well, I guess the T-bowing worked. Well, we go south now for another big rivalry, a showdown, Marion at Manon. And Manon got things going early, a 7-0 run for the Rangers to start. Here's Marion, though, getting on the board. Tyler Fleming, nice little deuce to get on the board for Marion, but Manon's still up 7-2 at this point. Then Matt Skeever is going to get a big 2 himself. He gets a pass down low and off the glass. That's how you do it. An easy 2 right there. Keeps them in the hunt. Then Austin Shively adds 2 more to make it a 6-0 run again, a 4-0 run for Manon off Marion's previous score. And oh, they would add plenty more. Manon, your winners in this rivalry, 45-21. Another big one up north, Kalkaska visiting Elk Rapids. Joined this one late in the fourth, but still a lot of action. Lauren Burfeen here streaks down the court, finds an open Dan Parrish for the lane. Then Jesse Starr, check him out. Starr with the steal. He's going to streak down the court. Unfortunately for him, probably a little too aggressive on the glass, but Burfeen is right behind him, cleaning up the mess, puts the basket in for the score. Great passing for the Elks here. Burfeen is going to go baseline here. Check this pass out in front of the defender to a wide open Parrish, who hits the elbow jumper. I have a feeling that's going to make top plays of the week, and they're shaking hands afterwards saying, hey man, our passes are going to make it on Hometown Highlights tonight. And they would be quite right. Kalkaska would get on the board last in this one. Greg Dunham with a nice turnaround jumper there, but the Elks, the home team, they're your big winners, 49-29.
Well, we move along now to a T-bowing free block of highlights here. We can only hope. Lots of action. We start with the Ski Valley Showdown. For that, let's go back over to Harrison.
Well, Bel Air and Mansalona, the Antrim County rivals, they're going at it once again tonight, and they never disappoint. No T-bowing, guaranteed. I was at this one. I can vouch for that. Bel Air up big on Mansalona early, but the Lady Ironmen would rally back in the second quarter. Michaela Garcho with an easy bucket down low. Then Garcho again gets a steal and a score to go here for the Lady Ironmen. And Vanessa Batchelor says, hey, that looks easy. I want to try that score too. And so she does the same thing, a nice lay-in to go, capping off a 6-0 run for Mansalona. Bel Air, though, had some buckets to make as well, coast to coast here. It's a missed shot, but Olivia Herring is right there for the putback, and the Eagles up 17-8. Things are looking good. Then Mackenzie Siganik with her toe on the line just misses the three-pointer. It's a deep, deep 2, though. That gets to go for Bel Air. And, they're heading home to Bel Air, the big winners, 46-29 in this rivalry. Very physical girls game in Elk Rapids, though, to recap. We saw the boys a few minutes ago. Big steal and lots of passing leads to Sophie Menestrina getting a lay-in for the Blazers, but the same passing is a good thing for the Elks as well. Kelsey Waite is the one that receives the final pass and gets a nice layup for the Elks down low. Allison Hendricks, though, check her out in the blue, is going to force a steal, pick it away from her opponent. Then Jamie Myers passes to Tabitha Kibbe for the lay-in, and the Blazers looking strong. No Blazer on the road, the mascot for this one, but Kalkaska girls would get an impressive road win in this one, 51-28.
You know, they won. That means their head coach, Dave Dalton, he went and got a flurry tonight.
He is, and that's another relative of mine. We talk about my relatives.
That's right.
Well, let's jump to the Comets in action. Hosting Kingsley in Leland. Hannah Schaub all alone down low gets the pass and bucket. Then Kingsley off a miss. Autumn Goggin gets the jumper to go. We're going to keep going for Leland, though. An inbounds pass. It's Schaub again from the elbow. Very clutch tonight with Schaub. And Andrea Lee for the Stags working down low. Gets the 2 points the old-fashioned way. And Kingsley gets the win the current way, 50-44.
All right, let's head up to Suttons Bay. Frankfort visiting these rivals tonight, and they're getting it going early on. Long jumper there. Suttons Bay going to respond with the top key shot there. Norsemen were down in this one, though, but they're working down low. Put back off of a miss. Later, Frankfort's great post player taking it to the outside. That's Tammy Bankston. Long distance from three. That helps the Panthers get a big win over Suttons Bay. Bankston, by the way, 24 points to lead the way, 52-39. The final. Glen Lake at Mesick tonight, and Lady Lakers got some scores. Taylor Martin, one of them, she knocks down the three. And Lakers up big in this one. Scotland Bringman, the give and go. Holler if you hear me, yo. That's the second yo tonight. Feel my flow, naughty by nature.
More yos than Tebowing, who would have guessed?
Yeah, Mesick down big, but they're Bulldogs. They're fighting here. Gabby Klein for two, but watch Bringman. We like stealing scores on hometown highlights because defense leads the offense, and that's what it did here for Bringman, bringing it in. 4-2 more. Lady Lakers win big, 70-29 the final. Well, we're back as promised. Hockey time now. Big North hockey. Traverse City West hosting Petoskey. Now, if you saw some of those shots from the West basketball game, you might imagine not as big a crowded house tonight, and there wasn't, but it was a good hockey game. Petoskey with some big stops early on, but later on in the first period, Trent McDougal, Harrison, that's what they call a laser. I'm not talking like Austin Powers, Dr. Evil style. That's a hockey puck coming at you.
It's not laser tag either, it's strictly a laser.
Yeah, West went on to win this one. Let's move on.